Well, it's Thursday. I'm Lashana Guy, and this is Good News Only, the show where we discuss the stories that uplift and bring us all together. Every weekday at 10:30 a.m., we are recapping the Good News Only, the feel-good headlines, the community and local wins that bring a little more light to your day. And I want to hear from you too. So, if something good is happening in your world, a community success, a personal victory, a birthday, or just something that made you smile, send me an email to news25 at week.com and be sure to put Hey Shauna in the subject line so I know it's for me. I would love to discuss your stories right here on the show. Today's show is full of good news. So, let's start with something good. For starters, how are you doing today? Let's explore that. How are you feeling? It's Thursday, so we've made it through the bulk of the week, the work week at least, right? Except for those of us who are weekend warriors. Shout out to you. But how are you doing this week? How am I doing this week? And not, I mean, you know what? It's good. It's a good week. It's been a good week. It wasn't last week, and it wasn't the week before. Like, not that those are bad weeks, but this week has not been those weeks. It was chaotic with the move and adjusting to that. You see, Sunny is found a little place. I don't love her place where she's at right now, but it's temporary. I feel like I'm so far away from her. And it's just, I don't know. But she's here, right? So we're settling in to this new space and this new normal. It's not all that bad. I will say the team did a great job. It's absolutely beautiful. And I do need to read some of the responses. After the break, we'll read some of the responses that I got back from people yesterday, just saying what they thought of the new studio. So that was fun. But before we go to break, I do want to remind you that the simplest gestures can mean the most, and there's just one more day, just today and tomorrow, left to take part in 25 News' annual Lifting Spirits letter drive. This is a great endeavor, and I think that it will do everyone who participates some good. So, the station, as you know, is collecting letters and cards for people living in nursing homes and long term care facilities, and the goal is just to encourage someone and to put smiles on their faces. So that's what good news is all about, right? So we kind of fall in line with that. Last year, the effort delivered letters and cards to more than 70 facilities throughout the region. So we want to keep that up and increase that if possible. And the deadline to drop those letters and cards off to the station will be January 30th. That's tomorrow. So just today and tomorrow to get that done. If you would like to participate, be sure to do that. For some reason, I feel like we are quickening up on a break, but we're not, so we're good. But yeah, so I just wanted to make sure that I read you a couple of these responses. So a couple people said that they enjoyed the space. My daughter, of course, she always says things. Her mama's whatever her mama's doing is great, but she enjoys the space. She says that it was pretty. Like I said, I'm gonna go through and read them when we come back from the break. But I'm just giving you some nice little highlights until that point. But on today's show, we're gonna discuss a new thing Heartland Community College is doing. We're gonna be talking about what seniors are doing to help the unhoused in their community. So that's great. I think that was really a touching story. And then we're going to talk about a street roller rink that a mom helped her two daughters who are ice skaters build in their neighborhood, which I thought was fun. And then we're going to talk about one child's hockey dream who is battling leukemia. So that's going to be a great story that should definitely put a smile on your face. And then I want to know what you think about the new psychiatry's diagnostic manual changes. That's a lot to say, right? But I know we'll explain and we'll talk about that after the break. Hmm?
You doing it from the big shot?
No, that was just, you told me you wanted the opening shot to be the big one, so that's what I did.
One just popped in. I'm like, oh.
I don't know. You don't want me to do it like that no more? I thought you wanted the opening shot to be that. I did end up starting with that one, but then I remember what you said. I switched it, and that's why I gave it a little time over there.
What is happening here?
I don't know. You don't like it? You know they always change it, and I don't. I'll take a picture here when you finish, cause I mean, hey, speaking of cards, my thing doesn't work.
Yo,
My badge.
Give, you got it?
It's in my other bag.
This one?
Yep, it's in there. You'll see it.
I have one.
Oh, listen, we're back because we never put the thing up right. So we're back. We're here. Um, so okay, thank you. Oh, I'm so sorry. That was horrible. Welcome back. That's just the breaks of being in here. Speaking of being in here, I'm gonna tell you what some of you thought about the new studio. Right? Would you like to know? I'm gonna read that. What some of you told me you thought about the new studio. It was a great time yesterday reading back what everybody said. And we're going to start with Kristen Fields. Kristen Fields says, I like the new studio. It's definitely better lighting. Now, I'll share with you a little secret. Kristen Fields is one of my sisters, one of my many sisters. I've like 8 of them. And a brother. But Kristen Fields says she likes the studio. She drives me nuts. Now, she's my younger sister, and you know how those babies are. Very opinionated and bossy. And so she would always watch the show and say, they tell them to fix your lighting. Tell them to fix your light. It's too dark. So it's for her to say, I like the new studio, ... definitely better lighting. I'm glad you're happy, Kristen. And then Deanna McCurdy says the new studio looks really nice. Thank you, Deanna. Ashley Guy, who's another one of my sisters, sent all heart emojis, 1 kissy face emojis, and 2 laughing emojis. I just wonder why she didn't respond to what I asked. And she's a baby. She's the baby. These baby sisters. And then Aya B. Hernandez says, geez. I don't think I noticed that one. Or else I would have asked her what she meant. Probably, geez, I'm so gorgeous. Thank you, Ina. Aya? Aya, IAH. I like that name. Thanks, Aya. And then we had a couple of responses from people. Are you following the 25 News Good News Only page? If you're not, you should. You're missing out because over there is where we really have fun. The girls and the guys really had a lot to say about our question yesterday, which was just tell me what you thought about the new studio. And so I had also posted just a little clip from the last week's shows where I was saying that I really like the lighting back here again, Kristen, and I really like, or up here, and I really like how it makes my face look creamy and pretty. I mean, it tells you the truth, right? And so a couple of people had some things to say. I said if I had a spoon, I would scoop me because I look so delicious. I think that's accurate. So Francis Lee says, calm down. Tiffany Austin says, I'm cutting up. Taylon says, mind you, this is the lady who raised me. That's my own child.
Everybody's welcome for the new studio.
Well, you had to come in here and interrupt to say that?
Yes. Who provided the new studio?
I have said thank you over and over again but yes, Leon, thank you. This was definitely his vision.
Hello to the sisters as well.
Yes, to my sister. So he couldn't stay back there and just be a normal viewer. I am delivering serious news.
It's good
during
news.
this broadcast, and you are interrupting me. It is good news, and you are interrupting me, and the shot is all off because you weren't intended to be in it.
So let's just
No,
let's
it's
just
fine
fix
because I'm
that
going to
now.
switch back. Audio, get out of here. I can never do my job. My goodness, this is why I need to be back in the back. But I'm glad everybody is enjoying the new studio. We'll probably get to the news after the break. Be right back. Welcome back to Good News Only Now. We'll actually get to the good news, right? How about that? Now that Leon's tucked away in his office, busy bee. So Heartland Community College is ready to offer a first of its kind program for students who work with diesel and hybrid machines. This is school, so hybrid diesel technology program. The hybrid diesel technology program will be available for students this upcoming fall with curriculum informed by local employers. A dean at the school says they expect a 3 semester certificate program to teach the skills to students teach the skills the students will need to work in emerging technical industries like agriculture and transportation. He says it's meant to be a pipeline for students to enter the workforce and much of it local. So great job. Congratulations to everyone who will take part in that. And congrats to everybody who helped to get that up and running. So, in more good news, this is outside of our direct community. Some seniors are doing great things for their community as well. So they're turning plastic bags into sleeping mats. And so a group of seniors in Mesa, Arizona are transforming discarded grocery bags into sleeping mats for people experiencing homelessness. They meet weekly to crochet durable waterproof mats using Plarn plastic yarn. And so that's like the grocery bags. It's so cool. So cool. It reminds me of those rugs that used to, like my grandma used to have in her kitchen. You can still get those. You know the rugs I'm talking about. If you know what rugs I'm talking about, send me an email to news25wek.com and put Hey Shauna in the subject line. Let me know that this is what you think, but an easier, quicker way would be if you follow the 25 News Good News Only Facebook page and send me a message there or leave a comment and let me know if you know what rugs I'm talking about. It's on the tip of my tongue what it's called, but I can't remember. I just know my grandma used to have them in the kitchen. But that's what these grocery bags remind me of. And this is a great way to repurpose all of the grocery bags that we get from the grocery stores just in a day. That's crazy how many plastic bags we go through. Whether it be the grocery store or takeout, this is a really good idea, and I'm glad they're doing this. So each mat takes nearly 700 bags in about 35 hours to complete. Over the years, they've donated more than 350 mats to the Salvation Army, and volunteers say that the work gives them purpose, community, and a way to give back. There are people in this group that have been doing this for 7 years. There was a lady that's been doing it for 5 years, and there are people who just started. So I think this is really, really cool, and I wonder if this is something that our community right here in Central Illinois, if we could benefit from a group like this. I think it really does feed the individuals who take the time and make these bags, and then it obviously benefits people who need them because they're just not laying. I mean, they're on these bags outside. That's bad enough. But it's waterproof and it's theirs. You know, it's not just cold hard street, and it's thoughtful. So they take the time to make different designs and to make them pretty. So, which I think really does matter. Like people, just because you are in an unfortunate situation does not mean that you don't value things that are quality and aesthetically pleasing. So look at that. Look at how they've made like a way to carry that around. They didn't just give them a blob of plastic bags. I love that. I love their creativity. So I'm glad they're doing that. So great job to them. And if this is something that you think we could benefit from, I would encourage you to start something like this. Really thoughtful. More good news after the break. Welcome back to Good News Only. I just want to point out today is day 2 in a row where it's actually a little bit quiet back here in the studio today. In the newsroom, it's quiet, which is where the noise usually spills over from if they don't actually come back here with it. So it's a little promising, right? So I'm encouraged by that. It's day 2. I don't want to. Wish I could find some wood to knock on. I don't want to jinx us, but this might actually work. Well, there is a street rink that turned the ice storm into a family memory. So while icy streets caused problems for many, one Central Texas family saw an opportunity. So a lifelong skater laced up her blades and took to her frozen neighborhood streets with her daughters. What started as a dangerous condition quickly became a rare and joyful skating experience. The family says the natural ice felt very different from a traditional rink. The mom said that it wasn't as smooth. The surface wasn't as smooth, but they quickly got the hang of it and had the best time ever. Both daughters are skaters. The one daughter, I think it's the oldest daughter, she is, well, I think they called it a skate dancer or something. I guess she dances on these ice skates. But she's a dancer skater. That's crazy. Which is that different than that's different than figure skating, right? Because the other one, the youngest one, is a figure skater. So this is the one who's the dancer, and then the younger daughter, is a figure skater. So I wonder how the two are different. If you know how the two are different, send me an email or message me at 25 News Good News Only Facebook page, or send me that email, news25wek.com. Hey Shauna in the subject line, so that I don't confuse it for a work email and accidentally ignore it. But I want to know how it's different. But the mama's been a lifelong skater herself, so she was happy to do this. I bet that was so fun. It looks fun. So their takeaway is, even though the weather can create scary situations, beautiful memories is what helps you really lean into the moment. So I love to see it. I love to see a mom doing fun things with her daughters. I love to see that they have found something that they all share in common. So this is really good. So speaking of dreams come true, our next story reminds us how powerful joy can be during the hardest seasons. So this is a little baby. He's the cutest little thing ever. He is 3 years old. His name is Caleb Seidel, and he's battling leukemia, but that's not what defines him. What defines him is his love for hockey and the Seattle Kraken. So, through Make a Wish, Caleb traveled from Alaska to Seattle to live out his dream of being part of the team. And I will share more with this story more after the break. Welcome back. So, sweet little Caleb here got to meet players. He practiced skills. He received gifts and experienced the joy of belonging. His family says the experience boosted his energy and his spirit during treatment. He was most excited about the big swimming pool that was at the hotel of where they stayed when they went on this trip. Well, that is a wrap for me today. Now I want to hear from you. Please go to news25 at week.com and send me an email. Let me know what you thought about today's show. Be sure to put Hey Shauna in the subject line. That's SHAUNA, so I know it's for me. In the meantime, be sure to check out the midday newscast and meet me back here today at 1 p.m. for more good news. I'm LaShauna Guy for 25 News. Have a wonderful morning.